Hey, that thing said I'm live. Parental discussion is advised. The hangman, the two of wands, the knight of wands, the king of cups, the three of swords, and the two of pentacles. All right. So, as I told you guys, they tried to deprive me, all the way from school days. So we had to come back. Like I said, there's no such thing as old age when it comes to that money. How are those presidents on that money? So with this hangman here and the two of wands, the high beams, we're going to represent what we see and for things that how they are and the decisions that we make towards them. As I mentioned, this information could come in fast about these people who were casting ass. How about that? The parental discretion is advised again. And the King of Cups is my friend, and we have some that are not loving it. Some that, walk around with their head in the bin because they know about the penitentiary, the pin numbers. It is called the safety deposit box. Look what they did. For real, they gave everybody a shock. They blinded you and then they came in. For real, them the real ops, ain't it? They don't deserve to be with these on their arms. Think about it. Who was they playing with? You know what I'm saying? I owe you nothing, but you owe me a lot, and I'm not going to stop, and I'm not bluffing. You're not eating anything. Like I said, the colonization, should be for the people who created this shit. I'm not playing. Let's make them into stuffings. Let's switch out the dynamics. Right, friends? Hit the panic button. I did. Look, the Hermit, the Ten of Pentacles. Somebody hit the panic button. Somebody about to get 10 more years. Look, for being a sneaky little cat round here. And my lion, though, dears. Especially when it came for this. Like I said, shit, I was coming in with some type of shears. I was cutting that nonsense out by any means necessary. I was cutting the nonsense out by any means necessary. Thanks to the people that y'all buried. Even your friends. Like, I'm quite sure they did not want that to be to the end. Say a nigga owed them money, right? They owed them money, and instead of them paying them, they was like, fuck, you ain't get nothing from me. Let's just offer you. And people don't be thinking that could be a factor because they were a team. I don't give a fuck how long you knew him. How long would it take you to do him? I'm not promoting violence, but it's like when you come for me, ain't no way in hell I believe that no one should sit silent. If you can't beat the person and you got somebody within eye reach, that'll take that charge and make him do things, I will get him. Didn't I tell y'all if I had some uncles, cousins, brothers or something? Yeah, I would want him to put him up against the wall. Why wouldn't I, y'all? The girls are dead. They stink. So we ain't got to worry about them trying nothing. Aw, funky mama. For real. Y'all can call me what y'all want to. Like I said, no fun where. That's for out there. You not taking my motherfucking joy away. No matter where y'all stay, how y'all play. Like I said, they went all over the world with it. We got blacks, white, especially the white ones. Like I said, I'm not racist, you guys, and I know you'll look at us different. Like I said, they don't like black people. Why? I'm serious. That's a big fucking deal, y'all. That shit's stupid. Like I said, anybody could get killed. I don't believe in being around too many motherfuckers that ain't for real. And they gotta be chill. You ain't coming around me with that raggedy ragamuffin. Oh, we about to do this here. For what? And then you always end up getting cut. For real. Everybody who getting those little cults and packs be walking around with they motherfucking with their asses wrapped. For real, knapsacks, big bags and shit. Like I said, sandwich neck bitches. That's not a poochie. And that's where the itch is. Word. They got more fleas than the dogs. Have y'all all in all, like I said. Let's take them back to kindergarten. They wanted to go to war. Like I said, what is that? Kennedy Towers. Like I said, money on them. Let's make it sour. And these motherfuckers already bad, so you know they all sour. They not? Them ain't even lemon drops, nigga. Look, Page of Pentacles, look. This shit is this is cynical, right? Look. Then you got the baby boy. He got his piece of the pie, and now it's time for him to put it back. Because like I said, a lot of these people are taking shit, but they can't, they can't retract that. They can't, they have no way to build it, except for trying to get up in somebody else's knapsack. That's why I want them to take a dirt nap. Like I said, when you're dealing with cults, you know what I'm saying, when bitches trying to get you kidnapped. I'm just saying, am I hard to find? Did you think that I was playing? Huh? I'm not hiding. This shit is really, really vibrant. See how loud that is? That's me. Fucking up the streets, right? Walking through like, come here. You come, you send for me? Huh? I'm just a telephone call away. Y'all send them thieves. Like I said, I put them bitches in a bottle, baby. Hey, friends. See, I can't ride with him. He going too fast. Even though I'm fast on their ass, though, red do mean go fast. And it also means to stop, like I said. So when you see me, keep going. Or God's gonna drop that body on the news. 9 of Wands, God's gonna drop that body on the news, friends. 6 of Wands, I won again with this information coming straight from the hand. Who knew everybody plans in a sense? Look, and I put it to the world because I'll be damned. They tried to lock me up and they did. But all that was a scam. So these people could keep on scamming. And then, I came out, how you do to strays. You make them scram. Them bitches scramble. Like I said, I put them in the town of Babel because of the conversation. Like, if you ask somebody a question about this, like, yo, you know her? What you talking about? Yeah, we did not. A lot of us never hung out. Have you ever seen the eyeball of groups? I was like the eyeball of the groups, but I didn't know that I was the one that they was trying to put the roots, that they was putting the roots on. They put on the mix, putting on the Ritz. Remember? They put me on the motherfucking Ritz. And I crumbled them crackers. The Queen of Wands, 7 of Swords. Yeah, she lied. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. The horse made bad decision, man. Look, and they was fucking with everybody. Like I said, they go both ways too. That's their land. It's okay. And then this dude walked around acting like he was preaching the gospel with his dick in his hand. And he was giving it up. Like, oh, damn. I was like, damn. Don't bring that ass to me, man. For real. It was like, I don't owe you nothing. That mean you supposed to get killed, ain't it? Like I said, I just need my banquet, my motherfucking money. Ain't no repass over here. Y'all repass your motherfucking ass to the highest bidder, friends. What do you think I went to school for? This ain't integrating. We gonna combine the communities. Like I said, if you think that you don't like me because of what I'm saying and what I can see, then you need to go and jump from the highest beam. Because y'all got to be shitting me. It's a lot of nothing ass people in these teams, like joining these teams, and they have nothing to bring to the scene, but they want a piece of me. Okay. Watch how slippery it is. Look how greasy. Look how they want a piece of me. This shit greasy. Like I said, I'm coming in with a nice breeze and I'm going to blow them. Like I said, everybody got some chemistry. Look, we all mixing up the things. Look, 3 of Wands, who's watching me? You like this? You like this here thing? Look at the unicorn. Oh, that's fire. Like I said, everybody being warned. I owe them nothing. Like I said, for my good friends who don't want no more Dr. McStuffing bullshit, because y'all know that nigga was bluffing. Like I said, black people my ass when it comes to my stuffing. I'm serious. I hate that shit. And then they trying to start a race about it. Like, you know, I hear the people, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm not. Because if you feel more comfortable around your own kind, whatever the fuck that is, then so be it. Like everybody want to take sides now, but it wasn't no sides to be taken when they was taking that money. When they was sending all of these fucking dummies for me. It didn't matter what type of fiends. We have all kinds of fiends here on top of that. You should have seen when I was on the scene before they killed off everybody. When they overdosed everybody. Like I said, you looking at me like this because I told on you. Y'all shouldn't have stolen nothing from me. And then I was always good to these dummies. Now, it's haunting. Didn't I tell you grandpa come and get the money? Hunt ya, hunt ya, hunt ya. Look, get the money. Look. You're definitely getting the 10 of swords for stealing. For trying to set somebody off balance for their shillings. Like I said, you pushed the button. Which one did you want the bill to come in? They had the top and the bottom. They chose the bottom. And they chose to try to put somebody at the bottom. That's why, like I told my man, don't miss the shot. Don't waste no bullets. If you got to get them, then you got them. You could shock them. Don't they got the tasers and shit? I don't care about nobody's documents. Like I said, they went and they did a whole bunch of altering when it came to my shit. I was like, damn. I'm sitting there thinking about that shit. That shit makes me cry. Like, I be thinking like, damn, God, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna ask you why these people did it. God didn't send them for that. Like I said, and whoever sent y'all had y'all in a giant fucking trap. They knew that the star was gonna burn y'all asses. It's gonna set y'all back. And I don't care if you go repent now. It's like we had enough of that. Because at the same time, like I said, I don't go back and forth with people because I don't know how, you know, like when you be like, hey, you believe in God? Because I do. So I tell them when they going through, like, yo, you need to start praying too. Like, ain't too much a motherfucker can do for you. That's how I'm grounded. That's why I was like, shit, what you want, the one or the two? What you want, the one? Oh, you can't make this up. Or the two. Fire. Fucking fools. God damn it. You can't make this up. And like I said, who was trying to mishandle this? What I owe you, friend? To the end, what I owe you, friend? You want a kiss? Every kiss begin with K, motherfucker. And not able. Look! I think I got him scared. Look! You can't make this up. Yep, the King of Pentacles is resting. R.I.P. R.I.P. I done walked everywhere and just killed you up. Dun, 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 dun. Right, look. And it's a party hat too, y'all. Like I said, why would you go and do something stupid like that? Oh, yeah, because they've been stealing the money and they could have just came to me and then I would have just took it from me. I'm that nigga, though. I don't care about the word. Like I said, you're going to know if somebody's disrespecting you, and it's up to you which way you want to go with that. They don't call me everything. Come on now. I'm secretly posted on that internet. It ain't narrow and them rotten motherfuckers got nothing to show for that. That's why I want my money. And like I said, them my horse for that. Ain't I pimping? Look at all those horses that I got out there. Now they limping. They're no good now. Any new recruits? Want to start sipping? For real, big go. Big Pippin. For real, I ain't got no more horrors left. No fellas, to catch wreck. All of them walking around, trying to secretly put on the dress. It's like, come on now. Who's depressed? And then the white girl. Like I said, Allie, Rough Alley, friend. You ain't had nothing to do with that, did you? Because all that shit coincides together. Like I said, what's the business, bitch? And this is for anybody. It ain't just for them, but whoever has something to do with it. She was our friend too with it. Nine of Wands. Did I meet you when I was 8 or 9? When did Rat 10 get gone? Look, they gave both my parents some cups. One went to the penitentiary and one just stayed out here and was just all fucked up. I didn't sleep at all last night. I'm serious, y'all. And I put up the good fight. Ace of Cups and the goddamn Two of Cups. Look, I was like, shit, they was throwing them cups around. I just caught the main one. And I knew I had to hold it down because I knew that they were done. Even though I was young, y'all. Like I said, this one of one. That's still the big eye, y'all. Look, you can't make this up. And then the King of Wands, you want to pour into my cup? You want to work with me, King of Wands? Who my King of Wands? Better not have no drip from you, hon. Because you know that when you working with people, sometimes it just becomes one. Like I said, I'm far from a motherfucking bum, and I'll slap me a bitch first before I take a hit like that. It get worse. I'm saving all my love for who? The Magic Man, for real. Saving my shit because what I got is this. Dead, die, coffin. If you trying to disrespect because you upset and you jealous because I didn't need nobody, like I said, give me the turkey neck. They was in drones. They was in groups. Look, you get 3, you get this side, you get the, look at this. They made a little pack. Look, they made a little setup to where you can't kind of get out. Look how they're boxed in. Generously blocked in, and then you got these people working on the bottom. You got people all over just working. This represents the couple, the groups, just working. Look, like I said, it didn't matter if they were old or new. Like, bitch, do you know who is who? Because obviously your kin folks ain't the ones. They didn't grow. Like I said, how many times you think you're gonna keep on robbing that same bank before we just shut it down? We just straight locked the door. And then took everything that you whores had. Like, it's called, what is it? Repossession? No, we're gonna do the DSS thing on you. We're gonna recoup your ass. Garnish them wages. Like I said, yeah, hate is contagious. Look what they did to me. Now I'm all sick with it. I want them dead. Queen of Cups, 10 of Cups. Look, they all sick with it. That's 11 motherfucking cups, nigga. Since I was 11, look, death. They cast death on me when I was 11 on top of that, but I seen a lot, for real. Like, when I told you guys I didn't know about hospice, I forgot about hospice. How about that? They put both of the parents in hospice. At least the two from the beginning there when they stole those checks. Like I said, 124 held a lot of disrespect. And like I said, I don't give a fuck how long nobody been doing this. Let's go to the church. As a matter of fact, who the fuck supposed to be killing? Who got the right to kill these people off for the neglect? Come on, friend. Let's win. Let's reset the deck. Because people be having to be killed. Y'all know that shit. That's why we had the electric chair, lethal injection, just beating the bitch to death, just because, that gives some folks erections. Stop playing. look, them cherry cards. Like, yo, go on ahead. We gonna get fired with this. Word. For real. All for me not to have a place to sit. Not so I can't wash my ass. Like who the fuck is in charge of some shit like that? For real, I show a bitch how to take a bath, and you try to take that away from them. Oh my god, niggas! Like I said, 4 of Pentacles, try to hold that shit back. 3 of Cups, 3 of Swords, betraying somebody. Look, for 4 punk ass Pentacles, and now they in the 5 of Cups. Because I was in the 5 of Cups, like yo, I was holding back. Because I knew about everybody betraying me. I was hurt like a bitch. And I was like, yo, ain't no way in hell, God, please. And he gave me that badge and it put bitches on their knees. Look, this is a really badge. Queen of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles. Look, God gave me the badge. 7 of Wands. You can't make that up. 10 of Wands. You know what I'm saying? The protection. And then we beefed it up to the 10. Like, yo, they coming for you. And you about to win. So that's why the people that came for me in the end, I reset your fire. So you can go back the other way with my money because those fucks are liars. For real, put that shit to them. Watch how fast they run. See, if I was the one on the other end, I wouldn't even be out here, friends. You think I wear the red wig so y'all could see me? I'll be hiding. Like I said, who riding? Who wanna ride? In the backseat of caddy. Oh yeah, I had ran past ran across, you scroll it and shit. Like I said, y'all know I'm in the tarot too. Well, my man was like, somebody was paying big money to get somebody dismembered and shit. Like, for real? If I could be a coroner, if I could work with a coroner, right? A medical examiner or something, don't you think that mine would be better than yours and more precise? Grandpa told me to buy my meat by the pound and make it thin slice. That's why I told you bitches to leave me alone. I'm not walking out here. I'm not gone. Like, I just be on my own. Shit, I put my headphones in and I don't need no friends. Especially the ones that trying to end me to win. Nerve of these nasty motherfuckers. Like I said, still living in a life of sin. You can't call my music out or nothing. Like I said, those are different type of friends. You can listen to their music, but you ain't got to do what they did. People are expressing their lives. And then the people that's going against it, a lot of them, I want to give a 90-10 rule. A nice majority of the people that's going against it, they friends already in it. It's like, okay, we had enough. They keep winning. Let's just end them. No, you need to be ended. Empire State Building. What about where the grandfather clock at? Where is it? Look, magician to the world, man. Where Copperfield them at? Look, the magician to the world. Where my friends? Where you at, friend? Here I go. Look, the cat done jumped out the hat. The cat in the hat came back. Look it. The justice. Where's my friends? It's kind of warm, friends. For real, y'all need to all be friends. And ain't nothing to be embarrassed about. Like I said, this another thing. As I mentioned, people put stipulations on people for their past people's situations. Like I said, you don't put nobody in that shit unless they put themselves in it. That's why I don't judge a person. I promise you that. I can't judge you. But I will ask you multiple questions. And if you feel uncomfortable, it's cool. But it's like it's things that you need to work on within you. That's why I said I wasn't picking no color, because anybody could die on my watch. We don't have a color. What color is blood? What color is the money? How about it? What color is the ops? Them bitches is clear as a motherfucker. You can see through them. Like I said, they're the rocks, sitting ducks. Let's skip across the Cross the river, friends. I'm shuffling. Look, 4 cups. Who's disconnecting from the magic? Who's nonchalant about the magic that they've done? And they blinded a lot of people. Like I said, one, then there's none. Because we got to get rid of them, hon. Look, we got to get rid of them. Look, they're still getting rid of some. There's 3 different cups. Pick your poison. That's what they used to say, pick your poison. Nothing too hard. Me said it's nothing too cheap. Look at the secrets. Look at the work. Look how we're working on them. See, I will go like, yo, listen, I'm going to give myself a little downtime. Then I'm going to come out and let the stars shine. Look, I'm going to come on out and run these niggas over. Look. Where's they going after I run them over? Because, you know, I ain't playing with them. Carrie them, the building them fell down on them. They went in Carrie house. Like I said, your Uncle Jerry, Tom and Jerry. Word. They casting couch. You can't put nobody in something that, especially if it's a secret or going competition with people that's a secret. Like I said, I know a lot of nasty bitches. We all grew up together. Everybody got shit done to them. But it's how they came out after it. Like I said, that shit crazy. That's why I want them dead. Now put that in the trash, bitch. I won't ever get over that until they in the casket. I should be able to see that I pay for it. Well, actually, I did pay for it. If you guys flip money, say you invest my money in something and you flipped it, bitch, that's the dope game. Where's my profit? I'm extorting too. All those no names, because I really don't know them in full, but you show me your face, then we done stated the case. Like I said, a lot of people, it didn't matter the race because you got everybody in it. Everybody chasing somebody else's shit. And they doing so much of this, it's ridiculous. Like everybody should have on a hat like this then. Even if you don't got it, look, get foolish with it. I'm not playing. Get you some shit and be like, yo, fuck it. Just grab you a crystal just for the fuck of it. It don't matter if you pick up one of these rocks from out here. It ain't gonna stop around here. Look at the Emperor loving it. Thank you, dear. I know that's right. That's the fucking federales. And it go beyond them, dears. The CIA and all of that. Look, the Emperor card. Grandpa and them, like I said, holding back the years. Right? I'll keep holding on. Like I said, you can never ever take my crown. And you can't keep a good woman down. Right? I put it down and I stand my ground. And them bitches gonna hear this growl. Since they tried to come and put the dog down. The girl so solid as a rock, they just can't stop me now. Even when they set up them traps, them just can't stop this now. Them bitches will talk this and that, but they just can't stop me now. And even when they set up roadblocks, look, they just can't stop me now. That's a recharge card. Because they can keep a good woman down. Look, putting that shit all in a cup too, like I said. Kick him up with the Timberland. And he huff up and puff up. Let him. Because he fucked up. Did I lie? Look at the surprising cup. Look. And then I took them back to school with it. Like I said, they've been fucked up for a long time coming. Not too bad out here. Like I said, they're not gonna stop this deer. I just need my money. Two of Cups and the Devil. So people are working together. Or you're looking at both sides, but you got this couple here, Two of Cups, working with the Devil. Yep, it's the Queen of Wands because she thought she was about to steal somebody's kingdom. Like I said, they be trying to steal people. Look, they be trying to steal people energy or style. How the fuck you do that? Damn. How the fuck do you steal somebody's will to live? Oh, well, they put stuff in the cup. But I don't get this. Like I said, I'll fuck them up. I want them dead. Sometimes I be feeling sad, too, when I want them dead. Because I was trying to be friends. Like I said, everybody here would have been red. But they did actually do that, too. Like, say I would be going places, and they'll put, like, these raggedy bitches in the red wig and shit. I don't be raggedy. So, at least if I'm putting the wig on, I'll make sure my shit. Because, you know, you got to have a certain aesthetic. You got to be aesthetically matching your shit. Like, you can't just put that shit together. I don't ever just put my shit on. Unless it's an emergency. And I don't have many of those. Look at the secret. Look. About the generosity. About the offers and shit. These bitches was, look. Yo, you should have seen that shit. I'm like, oh, shit. And you don't know I got like 3 or 4 red ones. And you got these motherfuckers disrespecting the brand. Like I said, you can't do what everybody do. You shouldn't try. I wouldn't. Like if I like something, you know, I'll try to alter it to my style. But it's like just because they got it, we can't wild and beguiled. Like I said, everybody don't look good in no motherfucking 2-piece and shit. Everybody can't do that. Everybody can't do this. Then I still got the bitches that catch wind of this. Like I said, we have family all over. And I call them family because say if you grew up together and that motherfucker was just your neighbor, y'all grew up, y'all got at least 5 or 10 years in, that's your cousin. So at the end of the day, you know, I had people that know they wasn't and they was trying to, I did not know y'all at first. But once I started putting it together, like I said, that shit is all one verse. And they all been cursed because they was playing nasty. Shit, we all was playing. Look at me. And look at what they copy. Intellectual property. My shit's superseding theirs. And now they, like I said, they was trying to knock me off because they got scared. I'm not in competition with nobody, bitch. We always need somebody greater. Because if we gotta follow you bitches, them rotten tomatoes, they can't even make no sauce out of them. Give you heartburn and other type of ailments. Word, bitches is all the way in Decatur. That's just what I got. Decatur. Word, these dudes, I know they mad as a bitch now because of them favors. Look, 5 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles. Niggas is mad as a bitch now because of those favors, the Hierophant and the Justice, the 8 of Wands. These are not messages. I know you mad, huh? Look, because I'm tons of fun. I got your nasty bitches beat. 1 of 1. The shit they doing now, you know, in a sense, is cousin me. It's not. It wasn't purposely done. So you see, that's why I want the faggots that was next to me, half-ass hexing me, to be 6 feet underneath. And I do it. I'll do it for your team. Since they wasn't discreet, why should I be? And like I said, you can't pick like you don't pickle. It's embarrassing to see how them motherfuckers is not benevolent. They fell off. For real, I got a 7 for them. That shit crazy. Because everybody was doing good when they was with me. Y'all seen that shit. I'm far from lazy. But they played with the baby. So now it's time for them to go crazy. They make the dope boy go crazy. They make the crackhead go crazy. Look, 3 of Wands, 8 of Swords. Niggas is watching in secret because they scared. Like I said, your mom's a whore. 6 of Cups. Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, look, Queen of Pentacles, 6 of Cups. Yeah, the offer, your mom fucked up. Look, Page of Swords, the secrets. Your mom fucked up when she had you. Queen of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles. She fucked up and she need to be put up in something if she's still living too. Like I said, they were talking about my mama like I was about to boo-hoo. Like, shit, we all gonna die and so will you, especially you. Look at this defense. Look at that self-defense. From the verbal assassin. Where your winches at? As a matter of fact, while people looking for winches, they need to have wrenches and shit. Do you faggots and shit, faggots and bitches know how to fix anything anymore? Or do you got to call people to explore and trick them out their money? Remember when they was, they had those secret, what do you call them? Those contractors that were just taking that money, putting it in the compactor and pocketing this shit? Like I said, who want to do away with it? I'll prosecute them to the fullest extent. 2 of Cups. Hey, friend, prosecute them to the fullest extent. That's a lockup. Like I said, shit, it was 6 cents. Now it's 7, 8, 9, 10. And more, friends. How many you want to have? Like I said, I never give a bitch half. Even if he was on his last. Look, 7 of Cups. That's confusing as fuck. Like, people don't even want to fuck with you, but they want to steal your stuff. Like, we don't have to be solid as a rock. Look at Grandpa and them. They just can't. Look, it don't even look like he's singing that. You just can't stop me now. That came up. Even when they set up their traps. Let's go to that church. You just can't stop me now. Look, they put in a lot of work. Them a lot of cups to fill up with poison. High Priestess. Because, look, I grew a fucking a unicorn horn out my head. Like, hold up. Look. Justice. The Tower. That's funny, y'all. You gotta understand it. Should I get some more, y'all? Let me get another set. Ooh, this will be nice to skate here. I gotta get me some guards, y'all. So I don't be skinning up my skates. You know, you spend a lot of time on your toes. That's why I was like, I wasn't playing with these foes. You spend a lot of time on your toes, you know, you gotta keep on stopping this shit. I be open road with it. Look, I'm open road with it. You gotta stop on your toes. Look, walked away from my emotions. Yeah, I want to roller skate. And I'm not trying to have no bitch put me, send me to the pearly gates because she trying to steal my motherfucking steak money. I'm not trying to have that happen. So what should I do, you guys? Bring her here. Y'all think I'm capping? No, I will get in trouble. You think I'm capping? Girl, bring her to me. I'll be laughing. I'll make it clean. I'll make it swift. Make it nice. Like I said, who is this? Who is this? Like I said, no witch is going to get away with this. Not one. Like I said, throw them bitches in a ditch. I don't care about no money, none of that. Like I said, God gave me that itch. And he told me to tell these motherfuckers to stop sniffing all that pink cocaine so they wouldn't get that twitch. And they did it anyway. And they came over here, like I said, playing in bitches' faces. And now it's time for us to start catching those cases. I'll take it, but you can't lock me up because they shouldn't be able to get away with this. They stole from the Capricorn. Like I said, they was playing with the devilishment. And then my granny and them are Capricorns. So what do you think we're going to do with these horns? Because I had me some too, like I said. You got a bomb? Well, I can't have the whole damn keg. Huh? You had a drink? You didn't keg. Look. Didn't you get enough of it? And I ain't have none of it. So for me to have a keg and you to have a sip is because you drunk all your shit. And mine's just piling up. Like I said, I need that money about it. Ain't nothing dummy about this. It's just fun. Like I said, just go anywhere upon the world and scream and shout it. And she's looking through the horoscopes, breezing through them funnies. Look, so the business got somebody in the 5 of Cups. Like I said, you were stealing. Like, did you get this? Did you get it up? Did you get enough? 7 of Swords and the 6 of Swords flipped around. You wasn't get away with stealing. Somebody's not calm about this here, willing and dealing right here. Look at my 9 cups. It is about 9 cups. You add it up. So instead, they poured the murk. Y'all. Fixing up her stockings. Now tell me I ain't supposed to have my money though. For real. Like, what am I supposed to be doing? Because I'm serious. Like, it ain't cute to be walking around here playing yourself to just, for me, like, that's just my opinion. Like, you can keep doing whatever you're doing, but not with my money. I would drive, but I'm scared, y'all. Look. I would, but I'm scared to death. '12, the High Priestess, yeah, 2012. So that's when my mom passed away, you guys. Like I said, they was stealing that money, and it was like, okay, now everybody could go to hell. Doesn't look like they need to go there. Look at this motherfucker here. Dead about it. Now throw some more red weave out. Anymore? Do they sell it like this anymore? They still got this color. For real, I used to be going to work and then I see that shit just hanging there. That's why I slapped the fuck out of one of these stupid, nasty, diseased up having bitches. That shit just sent the charge through my body because I know there was whores doing it. And then, like I said, these faggots was in with it because they was getting their dividends off of it. It's like, you're not about to do nothing to me. That's why I told my man to fuck his best he could. Four motherfucking cups. That's why I told my man to fuck his best he could. Queen of Swords, Ace of fucking Swords, bro. 9 of Cups. Don't ever come for me. Like I said, everybody knew what was up, but they still try to play me, and now they all fucked up. Like I said, it's real shady. It's sad too, though. Like, you see people and they be looking at you like I know. Like, we wasn't in the same. We might live in the same vicinity, same building and everything, bitch. We're in two different categories. That's why I never compare people, because you can have a whole group of friends probably been together all they like, they grew up together. They are still going to remain different, even if they do the same thing. They will never ever be the same. That's why I was like, yo, you get to pick and choose who you want to hang, whether that's with or without they motherfucking ass, or hang them and then you see that shit stain. Stop playing. Bust them boy brain with the music, then. It's nice out here, y'all. It ain't too windy. Like I said, I know that my friends that live the hostel life, they still probably on the other side of the fence, you see. But it doesn't matter, because guess what? If those people do to you what those folks sent for me, we even, ain't we equal? You can't even lie. That shit ain't no joke, huh? Dr. Evil. Here's Dr. Evil. This Dr. Evil. Remember that? Dr. Evil. This Dr. Evil. That shit is fire though, y'all. Them songs I be singing, they really are fire. Look, 5 of Wands and the 4 of Wands. So look at the justice. That's the nine of wands, though. So it's a problem for you guys trying to set up a death, put somebody in a prison, because you guys are in a frenzy. You guys are in a huge mess. A pickle, I heard. Look, with the justice, that's absurd. The justice in the tower card. Look, this the big house. This prison. How many towers down? What is it, 2 or 3? And you better hope that my cousin don't shut you down. Like I said, there's some people in there. Ow. And they really want to take you down. Y'all gonna have Chris Brown concerts every day. They gonna dick all in your face. Remember with the fucking Blues Clues, the new Blues Clues lady? They want your body roll. And y'all love K22? That's all you gonna smoke. Take them down. Really gonna take them now. Look, I know that's why. Look at that. My cat gonna roll them off to the jailhouse. Look, that's that cat. Remember that cat in that car? Look, little red Corvette. Baby, we much too fast. Yeah, little red Corvette. Y'all should have did that shit. Hoo-doo-hoo. Look, y'all should have did that to that cat too. Doo-doo-doo. Hey, friend, did they turn him into a milkshake or something? I be thinking about my Poochie League. For real. That's a little bit different though. Like I said, one for the team. They sacrificed my cat, y'all. Poochies. When I get to thinking about her, y'all, it's a moment of silence for those people with the T-Rex virus. Bitches. Now, which funky fish? Hold on. Tuna, which one of the tuna girls got something to do with this? Because here go. Let's hear for the nasty bitch. It is the group, right? Look how tough I am. The nasty bitch and the tuna girls. Motherfucking casseroles. And it's not edible. It's the old one with the flies on it. Look at this work. Look. With them unreliable bitches. Look, all they butts hurt. Look, this. You got an appointment. You got an appointment. You got an appointment. What this? The ointment. You got a shot. You got the crotch rot. You got the dick balls in the knot. Look, he got the one with the knots in it. Keep a knot in the pocket where the Bentley car keys at. Hey. Look at the Lovers, the World card, the Four of Swords, the Nine of Cups. What you want? Eight of Cups. So somebody's walking away from their emotions, the Lovers. Somebody want to go to the world with it. For the love of Love, gotta get that money, man. Like I said, this is money. Look, money all over the world. And look, I'll make your ass cry too with your stank ass. Look, the motherfucker sick on both sides. T-Rex on both. Look, T-Rex done consumed them. Look, they tails is T-Rex. And they about to go to sleep. Like I said, I don't even see how these nasty motherfuckers still having sex. That shit ain't fun. It can't be fun. Yo, you smell that? That's one of one, man. Eight of Cups, that damn. Look. Eight of Cups, look. He said, tip me over and pour me out. What? Food. Look, ain't nobody eating that food, huh? That thing hot. Feeling hot. Hot. Because they was generous too. Like I said, they cheat on their peoples and shit. Like, and y'all came for me because y'all stole those pictures. Nah, I need my just dues. Thank you. Y'all made me. Nigga, what he say? I make you famous. Look, generosity. Dun, 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 dun. Electricity. Look at this, shocking the bitch. Look at with this reliable offer. Reliable information on how these people put us in the Five of Wands, you guys. How the justice of the peace put us in the Five of Wands. I'm not scared of y'all. Like I said, don't be trying to take that for your team, because I asked God to take you out in your sleep. electricity. No. I don't care what y'all call me. Like I said, when they fucking crumbled that car, bitch, it's on me, baby. See, I OD'd. Overdosed on you. Overdosed. Overdosed on fools. Look, it was over for him. With the Eight of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, that's overindulgent. Four of Swords, passing out. Crashing out. Especially with the Lovers card. Y'all know the Lovers card, y'all. This is for the lover in you. It's not. And this ring means those rings mean I've always been cool. See, Grandpa, look what Grandpa did for me, but he ain't do for you. I'll do anything for you. Boom, fun, whatever you want me to. Look, Grandpa, look at him. Dun, 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 dun. I'll do anything for you. Whatever you want me to. Look, Knight of Swords, see? The Emperor, look, the grandfather. Like I said, King of Pentacles, come on now. Four Cups. Ace of Swords, like I said, chop them down. I don't care. Let's make a porridge. Like I said, they tried to stop me and, do everything. And they're not even deserving of no shit now. Like I said, this ain't for everybody, but a lot of people know that they were very, very nasty. You were nasty people. Your mom's then was real slack. That shit was crazy. That was crazy as fuck, but you were supposed to grow out of that. Because what our parents did or whatever we went through as kids should not apply as an adult. That's why I want everybody dead that thought that they got what they got something. They thought they wasn't gonna get caught. They thought they snuck away. They ran off on the plug and got caught. Like I said, shit, I watched a lot of people get put down. I'm like, hell no, yo. Like, don't that hurt? Whether it's mentally or physically. Like, that shit hurt. And oh boy, can I take off my pants, them? Because me, I push up on that pum finger. Eight of Cups and the Nine of Cups. No, I gotta shuffle these again, y'all, because that's what's up. Look, the King of Pentacles, that grandpa, that King of Pentacles, that Hierophant. He told me to push up on my pum finger. For real, look at Grandpa and them. He gave me 10 pum fingers. Faggots. For real, y'all ain't crashed them cards up yet? Huh? Did y'all put them dirty ass motherfucking family members and shit of yours and mine in the bath? Did you baptize them bitches? For real, bring them to church. I'll hold them underwater just a couple minutes longer than they're supposed to be. Knight of Pentacles, Justice, the Tower, and the Knight of Swords with the Lovers. The Gemini, the Virgo. Yep, them two about to be ended. Because of their friendship and the secrets. Look, you can't make this up with the Moon, the Death card, the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, look. So you got this Hierophant here, this Taurus here with the Page of Pentacles. He like, that's it. Look, look at it. I can't believe they told me that we was about to get something from this kid. And they've been chasing me too, like I said, many, many years. That's why I said, give me theirs. With their heads. Look, we could set them on fire, starting with the beards, if they have any. No, boy, I should not take off my pants, them. Like I said, when you leave people alone, Ace of Pentacles and the fucking Fool card, when you walk away from somebody and pursue your own shit, chase your money, and then they trying to snatch it away, it's like, kill them. All the job opportunities, stuff like you got businesses kind of scared, but some of them are really not. They really didn't want to stare, like, and that's fine. But when you thought you was about to creep up on Pip about that dime, it's like, hold on, bitch. Did they tell you who you was really fucking with? Now it's time to show you bitches who you fucking with, right? Like, I'll show you better than I can tell you. I'm not about to argue with people. I hate arguing with people because if I got to argue with you, then we should be, you should be dead at least. Like, I'm supposed to, got that one-hitter quitter. That one-hitter quitter, bitch. You supposed to have a one-hitter quitter. Don't nobody want to argue with nobody. I like peace and happiness. I like to see you eating things. I like to see you with red wigs and nice chains and rings and shit. Fire-ass clothes and shit. Clean about it. No, don't just go dip yourself in something. You know, I knew a lot of people that used to just get them new clothes and just put them on. Like, I'm not standing next to you, stinky. For real, I be clean from head to toe. That's a flex for me. 6 of Swords, 7 of Swords again. The devil. Yeah, look, I used to slide on the side from them. Just ease on down the fucking road. Because it's like, you bitches are nasty. Like, look, they just went in hurry up and slid that shit on. 7 of Swords. Look, the devil. You know, the devil love nastiness. 10 of Swords. And the whole time that shit was just still, like I said, I knew a lot of these people since 92 and shit. We were just talking about the blunts and stuff. Remember Garcia Vegas and the Real Dutch Masters and Philly blunts and shit? Remember we used to have those? Remember the real shit? Limousine bags and stuff. We didn't even get the chance to smoke out of papers. Ace of Cups. Look, the Ace of Cups and the 5 of Wands and the Strength. Somebody did not know that what they put in my cup was going to make me set them on fire, make them clobber each other upside the head, bitch. What? I could start your riot and we going to start the fires, right? That's a fire. Look at the Strength. That's still a fire sign too. And somebody was surprised. Like I said, I'm going to go harder than you about my shit with the Knight of Cups. And I'm going to move faster too when it comes to this. Four of Cups. When it comes to this, yes, I got to cut you off. This is how you got to know how I give it up. They skipped the court. Trapping a sport. Skip to my Lou. Like I said, them real whores. All the whores. Got me mini shorts. 6 of Wands. Look at me, mini shorts. That's successful, huh? Look at the change. I successfully changed the game up. And I successfully killed off the lames. What? Smoking the Roaches, killing the raps. What he said? And curbed the lames. I forgot who sang that. Y'all, I be listening to all that music, y'all. Like I said, this ain't no chit chat. I had those people pulling up and doing all kinds of rat bat shit things. Like I said, I ain't know what the fuck was going on, but I wasn't trying to hang. And why would you do such a frivolous thing? Like, come on, that faggot ain't about this here. And he could get in the middle and be a target on the gun range. Him and friends. Since everybody like to go shaking hands, kumbaya then. Look, the Hermit and the fucking 10 of Pentacles. Get your friends. Bring them all. Come on, come on. Come on, look. It's a motherfucking Empress card. Come on, come on, come on. Don't hold back. Ain't no stopping you now. Y'all thought it was cool. Look, cheers to you. See? I was the angel calling your name. Cheers to you. Look, you can't make this shit up. Look. Somebody scared as a bitch, so what you gonna do? I was supposed to pull out the other ones, but these got me stuck. Especially when it came down to the school, you gotta have high beams. Be able to see things. Let me see things. Queen of Swords, Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands. For the Wheel of Fortune. So it's clear on the Knight of Wands, right? It's clear how these cards impulsively jumped out. Look how fast they jumped out and gave you guys the information about my business with the Queen of Wands. Like, I didn't stand on business. I did not tell you guys what it really is. Like I said, who on a hit list? Who did this? I don't discriminate. Like I said, anybody could get what he said. Have the man scrape your face with the same thing they peel a potato. I'm just saying. You be like the grass in the lawnmower. That's my man. That shit real. I'm like, yo, those are my fucking friends. So when I be listening to my rap, I can relate to some of that. If some of them, not all of it. That's why I don't discriminate. Like I said, I don't care what they did. If they did it and it's that bad, it's like you gotta dead that shit. You don't hold on to that, because that's case we shouldn't be, like I mentioned before, we shouldn't be listening to nothing. You shouldn't be singing those songs in church or none of that. Right? Like I said, you had all those pimps and whores running those churches. And then some of them was happy to, announce that shit. Like, yeah, well, I was his bottom woman back in the bitch. You was a bottom freak. And then you went and you put on a suit to try to coerce me, swindle me, bitch. I want you dead. Fuck out of here. Like I said, we had nothing to do with somebody. Look, 8 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles. We don't care about what you used to do. What are you doing now? And then, like I said, they still a lot of Social Security numbers in this town. You want somebody to claim your taxes? That's how they get us. Like I said, that's when they put the axe in. Call them judge hatchets. Like, fuck it. I know how to get this motherfucker. We could get a lot of ducats. And then they started pulling people's names. That's their claim to fame. Use and abuse them. Make them teardrop stains, yeah. They make you cold as ice. All them hoes. For real. Look. They wasn't very nice, right? They wasn't nice. And then with all the shit they stole, like I said, they ain't got nothing to show for it except for a car. And all the cars, what thing too got me pissed? All of those fucking cars in the yard and shit, like, you can't even drive. Let me get one of them. Let's see if I can fix it. No fucking license plate shit, no money for insurance. And they ain't got shit, no insurance. Ain't taking from Lori. The bitches got high, yeah. Then they tried to pull another one on Lori. Remember that song, y'all? I should sing it in full, right? Put it on Jody, y'all. That's one of them old school songs. So it'd be funny. They got sick with no insurance. You should have put it on the old heads. Look at this business. Look at the actions that they took. Look, everybody had their hand out. Everybody wanted them a sucker. And they got one too. Niggas was passing out, showing their hand. They gathered up a lot of suckers. And they was passing out magic too. Like I said, they was like, yo, fuck it. It's bulletproof. I got boom. The bitch go to work at this time, or she be up at this. And then you got these nasty motherfuckers, like I said, the nasty ass neighbors. It ain't just for the people that's new, it's old ones too that was doing all these favors. Like I said, this shit been going on for years. So it's like, you're not gonna do anything for you because you were wrong. I want to kill you if I could. So I appreciate if you be dead before you think that you would step to me and ask me anything about what I said, because you know what you did. If you can't answer the questions or give me my money or anything that you stole or any dummy that sent you, you can't give up that information. I have nothing for you but deprivation, death. Put it on Lori. Put my right hand on. Here you go. get on the stand and tell me that I ain't killed that man. Tear his ass to pieces. Oh, never mind. He might like that. In between the sheets and shit. Look, Nine of Wands, Three of Pentacles. He ain't the shit with my insurance. Here you go. Where's Miss Lori? Yeah, because you need that to sign papers and shit. Like, who's imitating me? Can somebody mock this though? I'm too silly, and I be laughing sometimes at the wrong things. So that was a mechanism that I used to rid anxious feelings and thoughts. So you got to find humor in it, and if you're embarrassed, you're going to be flushed. So you're technically not laughing. You're just like, oh damn, I've been caught. Like, nigga, you've been caught. So we got shit like that going on. We got a lot of people in this though. Like I said, I don't care. You sit up there doing like this, and if you got you this color, and I paid for your show, like I paid for you to walk across that stage, bitch. You think that somebody care about who the family them is? All those people are dead. For real. And then they came to me and told me that we gonna show you this red here because you supposed to be dead for the shit that you played with. See? Put it on Lauren. Now that shit is funny though, y'all. But seriously, like when you know that you supplied a lot of people, somebody's regretful about stealing this shit and trying to be tough about it. Like you can't. I know you don't sleep. You can't sleep comfortable at night. That's my bed you're sleeping in. That's silly. That king size silly or whatever. That California king and shit, bitch. That's why you need to be under the rubble. Carrie sent it. Remember Carrie old team? Like I said, they sitting up there doing the Stranger Things. That's how those houses and shit was burning down. Kings or queens. And then I was getting the information of people be talking about the warlocks and shit. I'm like, yo, that shit did Dungeons and Dragons. That game never ends, right? Until you started to set it up with some new friends. Hermit and the Ten of Pentacles. Who's speaking? Five of Wands. Somebody's conflicted. Don't be. Because this is how you need to be about this shit. That's money and everything. It's locking them up. And I'll be back with some more of this. Let me get some more cards. Let me take a break, okay? Thanks, friends.